Hey, how's it going, guys? I haven't done a Transformers review in a while. I think the last one I did was Beachcomber, and uh, yeah, so it's been a little bit, but and I wasn't gonna do this one either, only because I'm really busy, and I usually collect SH figure arts as my main figure collection, but this is my secondary, and I have a lot already as it is too. Um, but yeah, this guy was an Amazon exclusive, and I was like, you know what? I got it yesterday, and I was looking around for videos to see if anybody knew how to transform it, because this is like my first time having this mold. I had seen that it's based off of a different mold, an Ultra Magnus mold or something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but anyways, there was some retool, and I couldn't find nobody that had a video where it showed them transforming. I love those guys that do that when they go to robot and back. So I actually pulled out the instructions and I went through it myself, and then everybody that was available didn't know how to figure it out either, or didn't want to, or was just winging it. So I decided to say, you know what, I figured out, let me go ahead and put this one out there, and hopefully everybody likes my view or my review, and we'll see what happens. So let's go ahead and check it out. I got him for like 60 altogether off Amazon. So yeah, because I know he is going to scale. So all right, and here it is. Like I said, this is my very first of this type of mold. I've never had this version at all in any way, shape, or form. So this is cool. As soon as I saw him, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know who this guy was until I saw this. I looked it up because I've seen almost all the cartoons, all the animations, and I've never seen him in it. So the other thing left was comics. I looked it up and I saw the run he was in, and I was like, oh, that's cool. He looks awesome, and I like the story they gave him and the other versions, so that was cool. Um, but yeah, once I saw him, like before I even knew his background, I just loved the way he looked. Uh, I loved the way he had all these guns, all these details, and then the vehicle mode was really appealing to me. So I'm like, all right, this is a perfect chance to get this mold and then this character. So that was cool. So yeah, as I like I said, I was able to. I went through the instructions, like I said, which I never do. I'm not gonna lie. I always look up a video where somebody else is transforming it, and I do that, and I enjoy doing that. So that's cool. But this time I had to because nobody else had it or was struggling, or I know a lot of times sometimes the transformers need to be tabbed in completely perfectly or a certain way for it to really like stay in place or really transform nicely. So and I'm a little OCD in that aspect. I like to really sit there and take my time until I figure every little thing out. So yeah, I was able to figure it out, and I really love the vehicle mode. I mean, it looks like some kind of Cybertronian trailer slash fire truck slash, I don't know, tank type thing. So I like it. It looks awesome. I love the details and the white plastic. It is not cheap. This thing feels like really nice quality. So I love that. I love that a lot. And as you can see, mine's is definitely flat on the ground. I will definitely transform it on the video so you guys can see back and forth. I'll try to go through those processes quickly, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. But yeah, as you can see, it's definitely flat. Like you see, it's rolling on the tires nicely. Mine rolls nicely. This one doesn't move that much, but mine's is definitely flat. So, and there's nothing loose or bent or wobbly. You could see it yourselves. Like there you go. Everything is nice and intact, and I love that about this one. Yeah, you could see the head for Nova right there, but you turn it down and it's fine. It doesn't bother me that much. Um, and this was interesting how they decided to. It's kind of like they decided to mold the feet at that angle already, kind of like the ankle's already bending. So that was interesting. I never seen that before. And that doesn't bother me either. I mean, it's molded that way, so it's fine. But yeah. Anyways, like I said, look at the details real quick on the front. I'm gonna show you guys the details so you guys can see. See if I can zoom in on these details. Look at all that. I really love that the details really come through, even though there's a lot of white. So that's awesome. Look at that. There's metallic right there. And there you go. And I will say, there's two pieces in here that become the shoulder armor type pieces. I did notice a few guys in videos struggling with that, so I will show you guys that I did figure this out right here. Like I said, I sit there and I take my time. But yeah, I figured how to put these in there perfectly, and there is no gap between these two pieces being put together. So you can see right there that everything fits nicely in place. So, and these guys are not wobbling and they won't fall out. So, all right, let's get to it. I'm gonna go ahead and transform this thing so you guys can see. I'm gonna take the guns off on the sides. So let's put that to the side. And then, so the first thing we're gonna do, and we're gonna take these wings off first. I like to kind of hold the foot in place here with my thumb, and then kind of just nudge my fingers underneath so that it just kind of pops out, because this one is definitely a tight fit, so I don't want to like break that or anything. So I kind of just like try to like let the pressure of my fingers do the talking, you know, like, because sometimes when you pull that out, the foot comes apart. You can see it right there, right? You see that it untabbed right there? So that's why I hold the foot. So I try to do it like that, because like I said, there you go. It is a little tough on that. So, and I don't want to break anything. And I feel like when you slide your fingers in there and let the pressure of your fingers just fill that in, and then pop, kind of pops out. So we're gonna do the same thing over here. There you go. This one's a lot easier to pop off. Okay. So let me elevate that a little more. So these come up like this. For those of you that have the mold and are familiar with the way it transforms, that's cool. But I don't know. You guys let me know. Maybe, like I said, there's differences in here. So I've never had a mold before that. So bear with me. Okay, so I did that. So then you're going to lift up these two pieces here. I like to lift that up first before I remove anything else, because when you lift this up, I feel like it's easier. So because it's clicked in right here, and this is what covers the hand. So I like to just do that. And then the one down here just slides out. There's this slot right here, and it slides into the feet down there, but that doesn't clip in, or it just slides out. So once you take this off, then that slides out. And look at that, you just easily separated the other half from the other. So, and then for this part right here, there are two clips on these parts here that are really hard. If you try to pull it from here first, I feel like you might break those tabs. So what I like to do is undo it from here first. These two blue spots right here are definitely hooked in there, and it's really easy to pop it out from the bottom first. So I try to do that like that. And then when you pull it out like that, it comes off a lot easier. So there you go. So here's the part where I noticed some guys were struggling in video. So these are the legs to Nova when you combine them, and these are the two pieces that go in there. And yes, if you have it just like this, I mean, it still stays, like they don't fall out, right? They don't fall out or anything. And it looks like that, you know, you can see a little bit of spacing right there, right? And here. But once you clip this into the other part of the vehicle mode, it like closes it because of the way it is. So anyways, so I'm gonna open it up. So this is the way you're supposed to do it, that I figured it out. So oops, sorry, my light kind of went off right there on accident. Anyway, so when you put these armored shoulder pieces in here, like, you have to make sure, okay, so this is the left foot, right? So you have to make sure you get the one that you're going to make sure that this little tab right there aims towards that. And then you're going to pretty much see that when you push this in, there's this little piece of plastic right here. Let me see if you guys can see this plastic right here. Kind of slides into this little groove, like just barely. So when you push it, it will stay because you're sliding it into that. Doesn't want to stay now. There you go. So you guys heard the click, right? So there was definitely a click. Sometimes you don't get it, but you will feel a slight pressure. So when that goes in there, it's pretty much around that little piece of plastic, and it holds. You see, it doesn't fall out. Nothing. So all right, like I said, I'm gonna try to go through this fast. I don't want to take too long. So then the rest of this is pretty much, you lift these guns up out the way, you open up the wings, you bring these two pieces here around, and then you bring this piece, actually it's clicked in, I forgot about that piece. Hold on, before you do that, there's one more tab here that's inside the white plastic, and this one's a little difficult. So what I like to do is kind of push down and out so that it doesn't, like, because it is hard at times, and then it pops out. You see that one right there, that little tab right there? It goes into that slot right there. So yeah. Okay, once you got that down, then you rotate these around. You bring that in. You push that in pretty much there, and then you bring these back down. And then you rotate, you rotate the wings around, and then these come up like so. And then there you go. That's pretty much the whole. And then you just lift that up, pull the chest down like this so that it looks like that. Rotate the head, and then this is ready to combine just like that. See this? There you go. So that piece is ready. And then, yeah, I mean, this does look ugly right here. I will say this, the hand sticking out and the feet sticking out right there. But I don't, in my opinion, I feel like this is not meant to be displayed like this. It's meant to be displayed, you know, with the whole truck as a whole, because those are the covers the feet, covers the hands. I will probably never display it like this. I actually like having the whole thing, the whole truck combined like that. It looks awesome to me. So yeah, there you go. So anyways, okay, so for this one, these are pretty much the legs. You separate these tabs here. They're definitely ratchets here, which I love that. That's awesome. Don't mind it at all. The arms, like I said, you guys might be familiar with this mold. Come out that much, and then out this much. And then if you wanted to do, I think, just the prime version, you can pull that out and rotate it, and the blue goes for the regular non-armored prime, and I'm sorry, Nova, and then yeah, Nova Prime. And then when you want to do the armor, you rotate that. So that's pretty cool. So I'll leave that like that. And then you can rotate this like that till it lines up. You're gonna see a little bit of a gap or like an insert here, and then this will go in there as well. So you can just push it up like that, and then you push the back in there like that. And then you push that back in there as well. Arms down. Rotate the wrists. And there you go. So yeah. And then the head is obviously in there. So you pull out the shoulders real quick for the clearance. This one is a little definitely tricky to pull out sometimes. It's more of a, there you go. So you have to kind of like, it's kind of like an out and then slight angle outward position to make it easier to pop out. Okay, so there you go, and that's what Nova looks like without the rest of the armor on. So, like I said, there's a lot of awesome details on this. This is my second prime, which is cool. My second prime period. Oh, hold on, he does have little spurs here that you can use so he doesn't fall over. So this is cool. I love it when they put that. There you go. So yeah, he definitely looks awesome. There goes that light again. He definitely looks awesome. He's got a lot of details. And I thought I'd be bothered by so much white, but that white actually looks good. And the fact that the plastic feels really quality, it's nice. The tires look good. There's back. And then this part right here, it says in the manual that these go for him when it's just like this without the armor. They go here. So, but you don't have to have them on there. You can just take them off. They come off easily, and you could have them like that if you wanted to. Less skipable, I guess. So, yeah, that's cool. While I'm at it, I'm going to do a quick comparison with the only other Prime I have, which is the Studio Series Prime. Like I said, I got into this about a year and a half ago, and I'm building my collection. But like I said, I already have a decent amount. I'm almost reaching 50 with this last few that I got. But so there you go. These guys are pretty much the same size. It looks like his chest might be a little higher. You can see the lineup and the head as well. So he might be slightly higher, the waist too. So there you go, which is cool because that's Nova. So I wouldn't have it any other way. And I know he beat him in the comic books. So that's cool. So there you go. One more quick scale comparison with a deluxe class and other studio series, Bumblebee, just so you guys can see. Looks good, right? All right, and real quick, we're gonna do the articulation real quick. So the head definitely rotates all around nicely. It goes up and down like that decently, which is cool. There's a little rotation rocking on the head, so that's awesome. Shoulders come out that much. Elbows go up that much. There's rotation on the wrists, so that's cool. Definitely waist swivel. It's smooth. Legs go about that much. Back all the way that way. Out that much. Knee bend, not much, but there you go. Goes out that much. So yeah. And then the ankles, definitely there's rockers there. The only thing it doesn't do is move like down and up. That's the only thing that sucks. For Voyager, I feel like they could have done that, but it is what it is. So there you go. All right, we're gonna go ahead and put the armor pieces on him so you can see what he looks like. All right, and here we go. So all you have to do is put this this head away because we're gonna be using the other one. So same thing again. This part right here, like I said, is there you go. Pop that in, push that back. And these are already off, so that's cool. And this has to come down as well. So put the arms back. So what you're gonna have to do is push the upper torso forward. Slide that forward like that so that you have that space clearance. So that you can slide this down because this won't slide down otherwise. It's kind of locked when this is on the back. So then you push that back. I like to push it like this. And there you go. So then this is the bulk of the armor right here. And this is just going to go on top. First you lift that up. Make sure you attach the spine first. You're going to see where it goes in. Push that in. All done. It is not going in completely. Did it? Okay, I think it did. There you go. And there you go. Let me get that better view. Okay, and that attaches pretty much the upper armor, the wings, and the guns on the top. So that's cool. I really like the way the head sculpt looks. Looks awesome. All right, I'm gonna try to speed it up, like I said, because this guy's a lot of stuff to go through. So, all right, so these are the armor pieces for the shoulders. This one goes over here first. So this one, make sure that you see this little slit right here, the one that has that, because it's gonna fall into that slit right there, and then the peg will go into that peg right there. So it's pretty easy. Just push it on there and it stays. It's not too difficult. Same thing on this side. Push it on there and it stays. There you go. And then for the feet, and you can turn this around now since you're going to be using the armored mode. Like that. And then the feet just slide right in. Easily, not too difficult either. Oh, you gotta put the spurs in too. Sorry about that. And there you go. Goes in nicely. And then one thing I did like about this is that when he gets all armored up, he gets more height. So he's like looks massive and he looks bigger and he just looks way cooler. Like, so yeah, there you go. Let me make sure I can get a big shot of the whole thing. There you go. So yeah, he looks awesome. The metallic wings are like an excellent touch. The metallic on the chest, like, man, I love that armor piece. That's what the back looks like. There's definitely back kibble, but for this guy, it's not a bad thing. Oh, some of these big guys gotta have it. So there you go. Looks awesome, right? So yeah. All right, so I'm gonna try to do the transformation one more time, and then that'll be it, so that you guys can see and how to do it if you want to reference this video on the transformation. So, all right, so same thing again. You pull out the legs, wiggle them out. I'm gonna try to speed this along. Legs come out. The armor pieces. What I like to do is push the hands up so that I can grab the arms and then kind of just wiggle it off until they come off, like so. Same thing for this one. There you go. And then same thing for the chest piece. Once again, you just lift it up and then pop it out like so. So that's cool. Okay, and like I said, for the legs, once again, you're gonna look for the groove. It's gonna be pretty much right here. It's this one right here. No, it's the other one. So this is the right leg, and you're looking for the one that has, it's kind of like a little bit of an L right there. I mean, I guess if you could look at it like that. And then remember, you're trying to fit it alongside that. You hear that? You heard it click. And it stays. Like I said, it doesn't fall out. So cool. Same thing with this one. Rotate it until it falls into place. Oh, that one didn't click, but it's definitely in place. You can feel it. See? It doesn't fall out. Okay. So you combine these two halves together. Like so. See? Like I said, there's a slight slit, but they're definitely together. And when you connect it, you're gonna see that that line closes like that solidly, which is awesome. And they don't fall out still, so that's cool. All right, so you rotate the head for Nova like this so that it's facing down when he's transformed. You push that down that way. You come around to the other side. You lift up these two blue pieces up for the clearance of this piece right here. You pull that out. This right here kind of pops out. You hear that? So then you extend it all out. Then you bring these two back down. And then this pretty much essentially becomes the part that attaches to the rest of the trailer. So you're going to leave it like that, to where the head's kind of in front of this. So that's cool. And then for the guns, you're going to bring the guns up. You're going to try to rotate them around like this so that they're facing this way like this, where the covered part is this way, and then the gaps will be facing down towards this plastic. So, and just like this is pretty much ready to attach. And then these two stay kind of like this, because these two will attach to the big feet part. Actually, let's do that next. So for these two, these are tricky because they move. So I like to kind of angle them downward a little more and then attach them here. You'll see these little spacings right here, because it's not an exact circle for those pegs. So you kind of like have to slide it in there. You'll see where I'm sliding it. So it slides in there. And you'll see it from this side as well. See, this one is definitely tricky because, like I said, it moves. So you can close the wings and get them out of your way. So you're pretty much trying to, I try to push it there with my finger and angle it. Okay, yeah, that's definitely being a little, second. Okay, so I did that a little off camera because it was being a little annoying, and I don't want this to take any longer than it is. So you can see, I'm gonna show you right there. You see how they clipped in the bottom right there, and this is what it looks like from the side. So yeah, it is tricky, but it's not hard to clip that in. Once you do that, these two tabs here will go into these two slots here, and they'll hook. So once you push that in, you'll hear the click like that, and then they're both clicked in. You hear that? Make sure you both click them both in from that spot right there. Actually, let me put these down. So you'll see them right there, there, and there. So this is all nice and solid, and it's like not loose at all. So you can keep these guns up for the clearance. Okay, you were gonna want to open the wings again and leave it like that pretty much until you're ready for the other half. And then for this, it's not gonna take long, so you pull that out for the clearance when you're rotating that around. So on this side back here, you're going to push the torso forward like so. And then you're going to pull these arms back. And these tabs are going to go in there. Same thing on this side here. And the arm is going to slide down like this. Make sure you roll the fist facing downward so that it kind of falls in like that. So you want it to look like that. Same thing over here. And there you go. So that's what it's going to look like from there and from there. Once you got that all locked in, the legs, you tap those in here at the bottom. Like so. And then you're going to move the legs backwards. I'm sorry, not backwards. Because this rotates this way. There you go. So now you're going to move these backwards like this. Like that. Until it sits like that. And then these other pieces that we took off earlier, they go back in the front because they make up the hood or the grill of the car, the truck. Like so. And there you go. That's how it's going to look when it's ready to hook on. See that? So, like I said, you're going to attach that 2 attachments to the spine here, and then the other one's going to slide into there when you connect the rest of the trailer. So what I like to do is put the this blue piece in first right here, this one, into the feet, and then pop that in and it clicks. So I'm going to be going like this. You see how I'm putting it on the foot right there by the feet. Sorry, it's actually, hold on. Oh, I'm sorry, that's the other part too that you need to clip in right here. You clip this other tab, the earlier one that was really difficult, onto there. There you go. Once it makes that sound, you're good. And then it stays in place and this doesn't move around. Okay, and then I can slide that in like so. I don't know why it's giving me a little bit of a hard time. Give me a second. Okay, so I got it in there. So you have to have this down a little bit, like at an angle, kind of like this, so that there's clearance, so that this doesn't get in the way back here to the foot. And then you see that I have it slid under that tab, so there you go. And then all you do is pop this one in over here on this one where my thumb is at. Let me get the guns out the way. So what I like to do is push this in first, right? And then just push the rest of the trailer back into it like that. You see how that one popped in there? Just like that. And then even without clipping the wings, you could feel that it's sturdy. Like, look at that, it's not going anywhere. You know what I mean? So, and then you just close these in, pop them where they belong, right there, like so. And you can hear the click. Bring the guns down. And there you go. And just like that, we're back to vehicle mode. Like I said, once again, it's smooth. You know, if it was bent, or you know how sometimes the plastic is warped or bent or it's stuck away, you know, I would tell you guys, but it's not. Like, this thing is definitely firm. It feels solid, and as long as you connect everything properly, like you can see it's flat. There's no gap underneath. Look at this side. Like, this is what it looks like on the bottom. Like, you can see it's flat and it is not gonna fall apart. Like, this thing is nice. So anyways, there you go. If you guys enjoyed my video, if you liked it, give me a subscribe, like, and I can keep doing these Transformers videos in the future. And I will see you guys next time. Take care.